Hi guys, it's Lamar Townsend here, and I'm just here to talk about this solar eclipse energy, this 2017 solar eclipse energy that we're all feeling. And what is it? What's going on? What's it about? And let's talk about it, okay? Well, first of all, if you're a first time watcher, I'm Lamar Townsend. I'm a natural intuitive, clairvoyant, clairaudient, empathic, psychic tarot reader, and I would love to do a personal, private, confidential psychic tarot reading for you. Please contact me at lamartownsendtarot.com for your own personal, private, confidential psychic tarot reading or your own birth chart reading, okay? All information will be listed on my website where you can purchase your reading directly, okay? You can purchase your reading directly from my website, okay? PayPal is not needed, okay? With that being said, you can also follow. I thought my phone was falling. You can also follow me on Instagram at Lamar Townsend. Like me on Facebook, facebook.com/Lamar Townsend Official. I would also love it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification button so you get notifications whenever I upload a new video. Alright? What is the solar eclipse? What's going on? Why is this happening? What's happening? Alright? Let's talk about what a solar eclipse is. What's an eclipse? Alright? Basically, an eclipse is when the moon enters between the sun and the earth, causing the moon to block the sun and its rays from descending down upon earth, basically, okay? So, this, of course, the way it affects, the way this eclipse, moment transition affects certain areas of the earth really depends because, as we all know, earth and the moon and the sun are all in constant motion, all in constant transition. So this is a really interesting moment when all three align together and create a really weird effect on earth, right? So let's talk about the types of solar eclipses. So because there are four types of solar eclipses going on, and the one that we're experiencing currently right now in 2017 is one of the most important and biggest ones. All right, so one of the most common types of solar eclipses is the partial solar eclipse, which is basically when the moon covers the sun from the earth, but you can still see part of the sun, right? Then we have the annular solar eclipse, which takes place when you can still see the outer edges of the sun, when the moon blocks it. And then we have the total solar eclipses, which is what we're having which is when the sun completely, or when the moon completely covers the sun, and like a moment of darkness maybe happens during certain areas of the earth, right? But this is not just like a moment in the sky. This is also an astrological moment as well, right? And then the fourth type of solar eclipse is one of the most rare types of solar eclipse, and it's the hybrid solar eclipse, which is basically a combination of the two, whether it be an annular or total solar eclipse or something of that nature. So, but the most important ones that I think we need to focus on are the total, the annular, and the partial. Okay, the total being the biggest one right now. Okay, so what does all this mean astrologically speaking? Well, we have to remember that the sun in astrology rules our ego, our higher self, our life purpose, our sense of direction, our sense of being in the world, our sense of having purpose in the world, our sense of, you know, um, you know, purpose not only for our life, but purpose for ourselves, purpose for the people around us, Are we, using our capabilities, our, powers for the best, or are we using our powers and our capabilities for the worst? Like, this is a shadow period of looking at all of those things, though. So it's like all of the shadow qualities concerning these things are being brought to the surface for us to look at and assess. And therefore, do we want to incorporate this thing? Do we want to bring this thing up to the surface, evolve it, grow it, address it, and incorporate it back into us, or do we just want to completely release it? These are the things that the universe is kind of forcing us to ask ourselves during this time period of the solar eclipse. Of course, the solar eclipse means endings as well, whether it be spiritual, cyclical, karmic, things of that nature. Endings to relationships, jobs, like big things tend to happen around the total solar eclipse. So it's to be expected. This can be a really good thing for a lot of people, or it can be a really bad thing. It really depends, once again, on where you're going in your life. Everyone's experiences during this time is going to be different, because we're all on our own paths, right? But that's the key. Are you on the right path? And have you been doing the right things that you're supposed to be doing while on the path that you're on, right? Have you been taking naps? Have you been like being lazy, and not moving forward? Are you back here 5 miles when you're supposed to be actually 50 miles ahead? What path are you on? Is this the right path? Are you taking advantage of this path? Um, you know, for the best of its capabilities and your capabilities, or are you kind of just going with emotions and being ungrateful and taking your path, taking your resources for granted, right? Like, these are all the things that we need to kind of address and question. With that being said, though, I'm going to pull some cards for you guys from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck by Doreen Virtue. I love this deck. And I'm going to clear the energy of the deck because I literally just got finished doing a client tarot reading. So if you want your own personal reading, please contact me at lamartownsendtarot.com. I clear the energies between my decks every time I do a reading, as you can see. So with that being said, please, Spirit, show me what messages you have for my watchers and for those that need to hear this message, to hear this video. What message you have for the people, for the collective consciousness, for humanity, for those watching this video, for the total solar eclipse energy. What message do you have for the people, Spirit? So these are the things that we should be focusing on, you guys, is, are we on the right path? Are the people around us, are they fueling us and motivating us to forge ahead on our path, or are they influencing us, persuading us to kind of stick around on the wrong path? Like, you know what I'm saying? Are our parents influencing us to be on this path, when we really want to be on this path? Is our job influencing us to be on this path when we really want to be on this path? Is our partner influencing us to be on this path when we really want to be on this path? All of these things are going to be happening, and could have been happening for a couple months, a couple weeks prior to this total solar eclipse actually happening, right? So it's interesting how there's always that shadow period with these types of things, right? And this is a new phase. This is a new energy, guys. So from here on out, certain things are going to be different, right? You're going to feel, a certain type of way. You're going to feel, like you have a brand new outlook on life, right? Great time to be burning candles, setting intentions. The type of candle that you choose, the color of it, and things of that nature matter. Red candle deals with passion, sex. Also deals with can deal with love as well. It really just depends on your intention. So yes, great time to be setting intentions. Great time to be thinking positive, visualizing, manifesting. And things of that nature. Just imagining the life you want. Not the life you have, but the life you want, right? The first card that came out, is soulmate relationship. Interesting. And it says new romance with a spiritual basis is here for you now, okay? So I love that. That's awesome. Second card that you guys got is contemplation time. Spend time alone, meditating upon what you truly desire. Once again, not what your parents, your partner, this person or that person, that corporation, this corporation wants, but what you want. Right? And of course, pay attention. Notice repetitious signs and your inner guidance, as this can yield very valuable information. Alright, you guys? So, you guys have some soulmate relationships coming to you, some karmic lessons you guys have been working through, maybe are still working through, but you're coming to a culmination, you're coming to an eclipse, you're coming to an ending. and new things, better things are on the horizons for you, whether it's with a new person or the same person, okay? Contemplation time, spend time alone in solitude, spend time in nature, meditating, being still, calm, listening to your inner voice, inner guidance, inner wisdom. And of course, pay attention to all the signs around you. Sometimes, a lot of times, even conversations with people, people, instill little nuggets of wisdom and they don't even realize it. It's just like, wow, you just gave me a moment and you don't even realize it. There might be a lot of those moments here with the eclipse, okay? All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you a little bit of clarity and insight. Um, you know, be still, you guys. Sage it up. Okay, this is gonna, eclipses are rough. They can be rough. Also have to remember that Mercury's in retrograde too. Okay, so it's tough, guys. It's rough, but we're gonna make it through. And when we get on the other side, those that have been doing what they're supposed to be doing, those that have been doing the work, those that have been thinking positively, manifesting, being productive during this time, and setting their intentions, are going to be the ones who are going to go full throttle when things go direct. All right. So, you guys, thank you so much for listening and watching. Contact me at lamartownsendtarot.com for your own personal reading. All right. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I feel so silly. You have to be silly during this time, right? I mean, come on. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. Until next time, okay?